Number 17, ZFENG. Starting at the power forward, standing 6'8", number 20, John Collins. At center, 6'9", number 7, Paul Reed. The forward, 6'6", number 9, All-Star Thompson. At guard, 6'8", number 2, your Detroit Pistons head coach is AMD Bickerstaff. That's your Detroit Pistons.
And the Pistons looking to build on last season, Shams. What's the key for them this year?
Well, a big part of it was continuing to build on last season and bringing back some of the core. And we've seen how the right vets catalyze this young team. So getting those guys back in the mix, that was a big priority this summer, continuing to add shooting around Kate Green.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. We've got Jason Tatum. He's out there with Mitchell Robinson. Paul George out there with Derek White. And it's Shireman in at the 2. And for the Pistons, they've got Thompson. Isaiah Joe is out there with Kate Cunningham. Then it's Paul Reed. And it's Collins in at power forward. Now here's Tatum. Collins with the rebound. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Ooh, nice D from George. Now White. Pass to George. Just 5 on the clock. Back to White. 4-3. Offensive rebound. Robinson. Soft touch off the glass.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Count it.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
For Boston, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Pass to White. Shams, we talk a lot about LeBron James, his future as a player, but we also start thinking about expansion of the NBA. What do you think LeBron James' future as a potential owner is?
Yeah, LeBron James has told me over the past year he wants to be an NBA owner after his career is over, preferably in Las Vegas. If the NBA expands in Vegas, gets a team there, he very much wants to be the owner of that team, and he's someone that's valued at $1 billion. Let's see what happens when his career is over.
I think he can afford it.
I think so.
Here's Shireman. Pass to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Cunningham. Boston pulls it in. Keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. I asked him if there's anything in particular they can do to keep Tatum's production at bay. He mentioned, well, the playmaking ability is what hits you first. His skill is something we're going to have to slow down, and we feel we have a good plan defensively to do so. A plan is a good start. We'll see if they're able to execute. Brian, back to you.
Allie, thank you. And it's Detroit with the ball, following the 3 by Boston. Up top, Thompson. George defending. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, it'll be fun to watch Asar Thompson develop over his first few years in the league.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for Detroit.
And the first one at the line is good. And you talk to front office insiders, they'll tell you depth is a necessity for a winning team, Shams.
With more parity, that comes more competition. And I'm told front office executives are continuing to scout players that they feel bring that competitive drive, that desire, that will to want to play and compete on a nightly basis, because these games this season gets long. It's not as frequent when you can just coast through games. You need some real horses to finish the race of the regular season.
Yeah, good point. Connects from downtown.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Here's Cunningham. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Finishes strong. Cunningham is tenacious. Does not back down.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Here's Shireman, still without a bucket.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Cunningham passes to Thompson. Collins outside. Detroit moving the ball around. Off target from outside. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for Boston. 6-point game. Kick out to White. There's the triple. And again, Boston with the triple. And Shams, are seeing a transition in regional media. The RSN, the Regional Sports Network, with cord cutting impacting revenues.
Yeah, local RSNs is a big part of the NBA, and the availability of local team broadcasts via streaming is certainly skyrocketing. Every team, Utah, Phoenix, has their own flair to this, and it definitely has the potential to unlock an even larger viewership. The national broadcasters, big guys, especially here at 2K TV, but the local audience is very much an important part of the NBA ecosystem.
The kick to Tatum from deep. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Tatum's got 6.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And now let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. Boston in second.
They made life hard on opponents, one of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Joe, the pass to Thompson. Collins outside. Outside Joe. Up top Reed. 6 to shoot. His first shot coming late. And again, the Pistons missing. Boston leading by 12. Now here's George. 6 points for him. Outside White. And the layup is good off the glass. White's got his second basket of the game. And a busy summer for trade shops. What went into that frenzy of activity?
Yeah, only the Nets had significant cap space, so that meant it was going to be a lot of trades, not a ton of free agent movement. Also, with a much greater level of parity, the East is wide open. Teams are really sensing there's a chance here to go for it. We saw that with the Desmond Bain trade in Orlando.
You feel like we may go on the same kind of roll next summer?
Yeah, I think next summer there'll be much more free agent movement. There's going to be about 10 to 12 teams with significant cap space in the summer of 2026.
Shams, you got to get all your cell phones charged up, baby.
They're ready.
And these will be his second and third shots at the line here.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
Well, Cade Cunningham is a terrific all-around player. His scoring, passing, and rebounding are a huge lift for this team.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Holland, he's checked in for John Collins. And it's Robinson in for Thompson. Now here's Pritchard. Pass to Garza. Beyond the arc. He drops it from range.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Pistons trail by 16. And here's Cunningham. Coming off a terrific game against Houston. Offline from the top of the key.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Now here's Robinson. Cunningham with the ball. Pritchard picks him up. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist from Robinson. Cunningham's got 6. Well, we know about three-pointers, but rim threats provide that counterbalance too, Shams.
No doubt. Protecting the rim, playing defense, and playing with verticality, that's very, very important. We saw a lot of draft picks going to mobile, athletic big men, guys who can protect and punish the rim while also being able to move their feet. You need to have a defensive presence down low.
There's so much ground to cover defensively in the NBA now. Outside Joe. Back to Cunningham. Holland for 3. Harper pulls it in. Boston leading by 16. We've got 1:28 left in the opening quarter. And out of bounds, Detroit will have it. And the Celtics making a change here. George is checked in. Detroit has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Smith with a screen on Pritchard. Picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. They'll give it up. And just who is providing all the playmaking here tonight? Let's take a look at the breakdown between the front court and back court for the Celtics.
And when you look at the overall impact the backcourt guys are having tonight, they are really carrying the load when it comes to ball movement and distributing the rock, letting the bigs focus on other tasks.
Now here's George. 6 points for him. Outside Pritchard. George, a screen on Herter. Pritchard, the pass to Garza. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George. And George with the jam.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Here's Holland, following the bucket by Boston. Back to Robinson. Crafty move, and a foul call on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Lots of ways Robinson can get to the basket. Defenses play him tight.
Detroit shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. And the Pistons making a change here. Smith's checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Conley's checked in for George. 36 seconds left in the first quarter here. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for Boston. 16-point lead. Pass to Garza. From the low block. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, credit the defense there. Bothered him enough that he couldn't get it to go down.
Outside Herter. To the inside. Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
The first quarter concludes, and the double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Celtics out in front. They lead by 14. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Great to have you with us. second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Shams, I know you've had discussions with Commissioner Adam Silver about the league possibly expanding into Europe. Where does that stand?
Well, it's fluid, BA, and Commissioner Adam Silver and other league officials have been very clear to me. It's a process that's going to be measured in years, not necessarily months. There's definitely a sense they want to better serve those fans in Europe, start their own league out there that's NBA affiliated. And that's something the NBA is much more further along in exploring in the days, weeks, and months ahead, as opposed to expansion immediately.
On the floor for Boston, Peyton Pritchard is out there with George. Then it's Sam Hauser, and it's Keita in at the 5, down low. Pistons trail by 14. Down low. And there's the slam! Dunk to finish it off.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Guys, back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Knocks down the triple.
And great range is a big part of why George is a high-level scorer.
Robinson passes to Smith. Pass to Herder. Smith with a screen on Pritchard. Back to Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
He may give up a little size, but has to bounce to hold his own.
Boston leading by 11. Some around the league, Shams, saying the Big Three super team era is done. You see it that way?
Listen, BA, the latest CBA clearly is designed to spread talent around the league, clearly is designed for parity around the league, but I really feel like the super team era really came and went pretty quickly. You saw Miami with their Big Three win it all. Kevin Durant to Golden State was really a one-off product, and the salary cap spike in 2016. That's been about it. It's been about parity, but you still do need a couple stars in today's NBA to win.
Tries the spin move. And George with the basket on the assist by Pritchard. Pritchard's got his 4th assist in this one. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Here comes the fun, Detroit. Hits the Pistons down.
And some changes here for Detroit. John Collins checked in for Smith. Thompson comes in for Green. And Cunningham subbed in for Herder. Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Collins finds Thompson. Outside Robinson. Detroit moving the ball around. Holland for 3. Tatum pulls it in.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Oh, Tatum with a throwdown.
Great move by Tatum. Getting to the rim and throwing it down.
Pistons trail by 13. Cunningham with the ball. He's got 6. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Robinson. To the middle. With the 7-footer. The 3 is up. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Tatum against Thompson. Lets the 3 fly. Tatum can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot.
Oh, he packs it down.
athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Celtics lead by 8. On the wing, Tatum, defended by Thompson. Outside Tatum. Pass to Garza. 4 on the clock. And here's George. No one near him. And Boston again with the bucket.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Here's Holland. Pulls it in from the elbow. Cunningham outside. Pritchard with a steal. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
Boston shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. The first one falls. Reed's checked in for the Pistons. Boston also changing it up. Robinson, he's checked in for Queta. Shireman comes in for Garza. And it's White in for Pritchard. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Collins outside. George against Thompson. Back to Robinson for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Robinson's got 8.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Now White, he's got 5. George left side, the 3, and he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Joe's checked in for Robinson. The 2K leaderboard highlighting last season's assist leaders. The 4th spot held by Cade Cunningham.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
Joe, the pass to Thompson. And he banks in the layup. Give him 8 points now.
Well, there's an explosive move off the dribble. Azar Thompson and his brother are next level athletic.
George, a screen on Collins. Here's Tatum. Oh, goodness. Jason Tatum.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And out of bounds. Boston will have it. And a look now at the Detroit Pistons' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Evan Mobley and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic.
And for their matchup with the Mavericks, that one will mark game number 6 for them in the NBA season. We'll see if there are any adjustments between now and then to the rotation.
Richards checked in for Boston.
Well, look, you gotta hit Tatum harder than that, or else he's just gonna push right through the contact.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
One shot.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness, getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
Pistons trail by 15. Here's Cunningham. He's got 6. Reed passes to Thompson. Detroit moving the ball around. Outside White. Knocks down the long J. White's got 8.
We've seen an uptick in volume from White at the arc. He's more confident than ever from that range.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, picking up his second foul, he can still be aggressive, but has to be smart about it.
defense of Celtics. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Shot clock at 5. Can they get it? Detroit needs to get off a shot. Releases.
Overall, struggling to get buckets from three-point land this half. Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Joe grabs the miss. Robinson passes to White. That three's off the mark.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Fires for 3. And the basket by Joe. Joe's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And the call will be against Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. .152 left in the first half. Conley's checked in for Pritchard.
13 foul. Boston substitution. Number 44, Mike Conley.
Reed passes to Thompson. Outside Joe. A minute 39 left to play in the first half. Back to Reed. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the 3. All right, Chomps, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, BA. Thank you.
Well, that was fun having Shams sit in with us. I tell you what, if you're looking for the inside scoop, he's the guy.
So true. He's got his finger on the pulse of this entire league. If something's going down, you can count on him letting everybody know about it.
It's Reed, high post. Cunningham outside. Looking to get back on track. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. They're trying to make it a three-point play. Harper, he's checked in for Boston. And some tough salary decisions this summer for the Boston Celtics, Coach.
Well, in one way, it's a good problem to have, possessing too much talent. But with this new CBA, it's harder to retain everybody like we saw with Celtics teams of old. Well, it's his heart and leadership that set Cunningham apart. He's never given you less than 100%, and he's always playing to win.
Pass to White. Outside Tatum, fires from deep. The rebound by Detroit. Cunningham's got his fourth rebound in this one.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Knocks it down from distance.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Conley. Pass to Harper. Shoots over Thompson. And Harper with a basket on the assist by Conley. And the Celtics lead by 14.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for it.
Second personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
15 foul. At the line for Detroit, Reed. Reed. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Boston now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. We'll be right back after this word.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Boston Celtics.
You have to ask yourself, how much better can they play? Their decision-making, their made shots, that's very impressive, man.
And now the question is, can they maintain that razor-sharp level of focus? Hard to bet against them.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
Well, right now for Boston, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
Splitting the first two games, this next one could indicate which direction they're headed. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Paul George has been sensational.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
John Collins out there with Paul Reed. Then there's Cunningham. Then it's Isaiah Joe. And it's Thompson in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Looking at last year, here were the players that led the way in terms of overall scoring. 5th, Jason Tatum.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Here's Cunningham. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. John Collins grew up playing soccer goaltender. He said, quote, "I've always had good hands, but goaltending helped my reaction time, being able to track the ball at fast speeds. It's an important thing for guards to trust the big fella that you can catch and finish." Back to you guys.
Terrific report. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, BA, the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras could start to help, because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
And Stan, the Pistons' J.B. Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But BA, talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff showing again he can turn things around.
White against Cunningham. And White gets right to the 10.
Cunning drive by White. He saw a hole and took advantage.
Thompson outside. And here's Collins for 3. Boston with a rebound. Robinson's got 9 rebounds now.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Pistons trail by 13. Pass to Reed. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
I just love to watch Cunningham orchestrate. At his size, that passing is elite.
Here's Tatum. Excellent D there from Collins.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Cunningham outside. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hey, Tatum getting it done inside.
Well, we've come to expect this from Tatum. Just so good at taking over games all by himself.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Here's Joe. Banked it in off the glass. Joe's got 8 points.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
Outside White. Now we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to George. Shoots over Thompson. And George gets it to go on the assist from White. 20 points for Paul George.
Gets the ball and takes the shot. It's that easy for Paul George.
Over to the wing. Robinson with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Unloads from 13, and it's in off the glass. He's got 13.
Yeah, they need Cunningham to be effective from that mid-range area.
Puts it up from 15. Lets it fly. And it's Boston scoring again.
Well, I'm not sure what he was thinking there, but he drained it.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Trailing by 13. Pass to Joe. Now here's Reed. Robinson defending. Reed inside. Working on Robinson. Comes up empty down low.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
I'll tell you, not many players are better at forcing a defender to foul than Tatum.
And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And it's Detroit with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Joe, the pass to Collins. The 3 from Thompson. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 11 rebounds in the game. George in the post, defended by Thompson. He's off on that one. Detroit has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. Plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
I love how ferocious Thompson is. He embraces getting fouled like this.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And I also have to praise them for their 3-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Boston leading by 12. Now here's White. 10 points for him. To the paint. Here's Robinson, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Robinson's got 6 points.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Collins outside. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Reed. Plenty of space. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 5 assists in the game. For Boston, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Robinson, a screen on Cunningham. Inside. Yeah, big finish
White's out there to do. Share the ball and make everybody better.
Pistons trail by 14. Cunningham outside. Ooh, using his size. Look at Cunningham.
Woo, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Robinson, a screen on Cunningham. It's White with a drive to the inside. Clock at 6. And a big finish by Robinson. That gives him a double-double in this one.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. From 11 feet away, here's Reed. Second chance shot. Robinson with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. And Detroit making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Boston also changing it up. Cadis checked in for Robinson. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for Shireman. 5 on the clock. For 3, Collins. The rebound, Celtics. They led by as many as 18. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on. Got a piece of it.
On defense, how valuable is White? He's a guard who can protect the rim.
All right, now that we have a second, let's take a look at which teams cashed in on the fast break last year. The Pistons second.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor. Always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
And so Tatum nails both of them.
Well, of the many things about Jason Tatum that make him an elite player, I think his composure is underrated. This guy never lets the other team get under his skin, and that is rare.
Unloads. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. That one won't go. That's his 8th miss out of 15 shots. To the middle. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. And some changes here for Detroit. Jones comes in for John Collins. And Green is subbed in for Thompson. And the Celtics also making a change. Conley's checked in. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Pritchard from outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Pritchard's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Robinson passes to Jones. Now Joe. They need this. Misses off the left iron. Conley against Robinson. Pass to Garza. Cunningham checked in for the Pistons.
Team 4. Coming onto the floor for your Pistons, number 2, Cade Cunningham.
We've got 1:13 left in the third. Here's Tatum. Jones with the block. And now the Pistons in transition. And Cunningham throws it down.
Big night for Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade can take over a game.
And here's Conley. And it's blocked. Robinson with it. Pritchard picks him up. Robinson passes to Cunningham. Nice work beyond the arc by Cunningham.
Yeah, and Cunningham there, able to shoot with his feet set. That's when he knows he can hit.
Robinson with a steal. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Ooh, got that one up quick. Cunningham's got 22 points.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
Hauser outside. Pass to Keita. And stolen by Cunningham. Here's Holland. Back to Cunningham. Cunningham going to work inside.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Boston Celtics. Continued to rack up points in that quarter. His total for the night to 23. We'll be right back with you shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Cunningham against Pritchard. Cunningham passes to Herter. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist by Herter. Herter's got 3 assists in the game. Celtics lead by 8. Taking a look at the Celtics. Paul George out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Sam Hauser, and it's Garza in at the 4. Releases. Garza grabs the board.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
It's stolen by Green. Drives to the hoop. And he makes it.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman grade.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
And he sinks the second.
You're not going to find many better two-way players than George. He gets after it at both ends every night.
Outside, Green. We played just over a minute here in the fourth.
Second personal foul.
We'll stand. Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
And Boston with some changes. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Keita. And it's Tatum in for Hauser. And the second free throw is good. And it's Detroit with the ball. Trailing by 8. Cunningham deciding where to go with it. Uses the glass on the layup. Cunningham's got 28.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Tatum against Robinson. Right side Tatum. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
The length, quickness, and IQ Tatum possesses makes him a nightmare matchup, and it's why defenders end up fouling.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Whatever they discuss at halftime, he's come out more assertive and more aggressive.
Reed's checked in for Herter. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Cunningham with the ball. Boy, he has been hard to stop.
And they've thrown a few things at him too, but to no avail.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Back to Green. Detroit moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. There's the three. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Pistons trail by 8. Down low. Here's Green. Tatum with some nice D.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
To the paint. Here's Holland. And the bucket is good.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Celtics lead by 6. Now Tatum. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth.
Yeah, and that screen was really all Tatum needed. Just a little bit more breathing room so he could go to work.
Pass to Holland. Here's Green. Outside Robinson. 6 to shoot. Inside. Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham throws it down.
Well, yeah, that's why he was the #1 pick back in 2021. Cunningham showing there that he can dominate games.
Tatum against Green. Robinson, a screen on Cunningham. To the inside. And a big finish by Robinson.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. 8-point game. To the middle. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's George. Robinson with a steal. Here's Cunningham. Count the basket and the foul. Peyton Pritchard picks one up.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
The top pick in his draft, Cade Cunningham, was brought in to turn the Pistons around, Coach.
Well, absolutely, B.A., but people got frustrated that it didn't happen right away. But after some good personal years, but not so good for the team, B.A. Cade led the Pistons to the playoffs last year.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Collins, he's checked in for Holland. Thompson comes in for Green. And Isaiah Joe subbed in for Robinson.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed.
Down low. Here's Cunningham. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Cunningham's got 35 in the game.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Robinson passes to George. Sinks it from distance. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
And he was hot from 3 to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
Thompson outside. Cunningham outside. Here's the three. Paul George pulls it in. George has got 5 rebounds in the game. And rejected.
Cunningham has great length for his position, and he uses it right there.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Pistons trail by 4. Pass to Reed. Robinson with the block. Now here's Tatum. Screen by Robinson. Now here's White. Pass to Robinson. And here's George. The rebound by Detroit. Collins has got 6 rebounds in the game.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Thompson passes to Collins. Cunningham outside. Lets it go. George is there for the rebound.
You love their effort. They've owned the glass tonight.
Shoots it up. And the ball out of play. The Pistons will have it. And here's Joe. This game is so close. 1 or 2 plays could make the difference.
It's so imperative to try to make each trip count.
Reed inside, working on Robinson. White with it. Screen by Robinson. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
For the Celtics, Robinson, Mitchell Robinson, 2 shots.
And the Celtics making a change here. Shireman's checked in. No good on the free throw. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. Pistons trail by 4. Outside Joe. Up top Cunningham. From deep. George is there for the rebound.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
2 minutes remaining in the
Tatum. And he slams it down.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Cunningham outside. Ooh, missed on the train.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
George against Collins. 1:33 left in the 4th. Collins rips down the board.
Yeah, and he seems to have lost his rhythm all of a sudden. This has not been his quarter.
Thompson using the glass to lay it in.
And what a huge bucket that was. Asar Thompson stepping up when his team needs him most.
Tatum against Collins. Here's George. White outside. Oh, deflected. And now the Pistons in transition. That one goes. Yes, sir.
Big time from Collins.
And it's Tatum with the ball
the same wavelength there.
And JB Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. White against Cunningham.
You know, as a shooter, you have to be aware of Derek White, one of the top defenders in the game.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Tatum against Collins. From 15 feet away, down goes the jumper.
Well, in clutch time, this team knows who to go to. Tatum is ready to be that guy all the time.
And JB Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. What's the best strategy for him?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Collins. Thompson. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time to win the game.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Jacks up a three. Thompson outside. Cunningham fires. Knocks down the trifecta. So it's a narrow victory for the Celtics, pulling it out for the W. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thank you. I'm here with Jason Tatum. And Jason, congratulations on the win. What did you like about this team's performance tonight?
Our toughness. And, you know, we figuring it out. It's early, but we taking it game by game, quarter by quarter, and everybody contributing. So, you know, I liked it.
Thanks, Jason.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Paul George.